What's up, Royals? I'm Kai. Hope you're doing well. And this video is a continuation from last week's video. In last week's video, I announced and showed off a lot of the animals that I have on my morph market. And the reason I did that is because, well, I'm slowly transitioning out of the ball python hobby. This was always just a hobby for me. I haven't really gotten to the point where I can make it a business. So if I'm gonna switch gears, I figure I'd try to do it as early as possible. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to slowly transition out. This will be my last season of breeding ball pythons. As the females breed them, lay their eggs, once she gets back on food and gets on some weight, I'll be making those available for sale as well. And then all the eggs, all the clutches, once they hatch, they're gonna go on morph market. So that's the way I'm gonna transition out of it. And the reason I'm doing it is because it's just gotten overwhelming. I've decided to work on a different species, and that's the boas. So I've actually acquired a few boas throughout the year. I really like these boas. I know it's going to be more challenging to breed boas, at least that's what I've heard, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I won't have as many animals in the collection. I'll just have a few, and it'll just stay as a hobby. So I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity to show off some of the boas that I've acquired so far. Right here I have a Sharps albino. Picked this up from Ozzy recently. So this guy is still in quarantine. Hasn't come out yet. He's got a few more weeks to go, but he is looking great. Just look at those eyes. Beautiful. So cool. Now, like I said, Sharps albino, 100% heifer blood, hoping to make some double visuals later down the line, but obviously this guy is tiny. Oh, look at the colors on this tail. That is so cool. That is so cool. Very different from ball pythons, very active. He's doing great. I don't know how many times I said he's doing great, but he's doing great. Really looking forward to working with this species. I think breeding is going to be a little bit tough, but I'll get through it. So there he is. All right, next up we have this little girl. And this is a bit of an impulse buy. I shouldn't sugarcoat it. It was an impulse buy. I've always wanted a black snake, and when I started working with boas, I heard of the IMG gene, increased melanin gene, and combined with motley, it turns a very dark boa. As it ages, it even gets darker. So picked this girl up just because of that, and she is 100% het for VPI albino. However, I do like the Sharp better, so this doesn't really fit into any of my projects because, well, like I said, I just picked this one up because I thought it would be a black snake. So this girl is actually on morph market. I did hint in the last video that there's something on morph market that would clue you in to this video, and it's this girl right here. So if you look on my morph market under the boa section, you'll find this girl available. Oh, look at that. Look at this. That's the belly, guys. Look how black that belly is down there. So cool. I think eventually I might try to find another black one like this with IMG, but maybe it'll be het for Sharp albino instead of the VPI albino. All right, next up is this big boy right here. I don't know if I'm going to get his entire body in frame for you, but you get the idea. Just look at how pink the sides are. That's like a nice salmon color. So this is a double het, blood and call albino, and he's also a hypo, which gives him that really nice pink salmon color. And he is all over the place, just making a mess, flipping this table over. So I will try my best to get his face in frame one last time, but you've been seeing his body, so I'll just get his face in frame. Look at that. So I'm hoping that he can breed next year, and I'll show you the girl that he's going to be breeding to. But yeah, I'm really stoked to try to make some double visuals. Yeah, we talk about double visuals in ball pythons, so we'll definitely try to make some double visuals in boas as well. just look at how pink this, very, very nice. I think, even though I haven't been doing this very long, I think this is a very, very nice example of a hypo. And I don't know if the hets do much of an influence with boas, but so far, I really, really like this guy. He was a really, really feisty guy when I first got him. Try to take my hand off every single time. But now you can see I'm messing with him and he is totally fine. But I'm gonna put him back before it's not fine. So this is the girl. This is a motley Khal albino. It's really hard to get such a big girl on camera in frame for you, so I took her out of her usual tub and put her into this one. She is actually on cocoa, but this is just paper. I probably should have used a dark background for this. She's not looking her best. She is probably going to go into shed soon, but with boas, they eat all the time, and it's really easy to overfeed them, so got to be careful there. But yeah, she's going to go into shed. This is probably some dark spots from the cocoa. What was I going to say? She had a full meal, which is also a reason why I don't want to hold her right now. And her rear end looks like it's going to empty itself soon. Also a reason why I don't want to be holding her. But she's really sweet. She'll just come on and, you know, kind of just slither all over me, just chill out. And they do move a lot more than ball pythons. Typically more than ball pythons from what I found in my very little experience so far, but really, really like the boa project right now. So what I will be shooting for, or what I want to be shooting for in my first boa breeding, are sun dragons. The motley albino female that I just showed you, she's actually 100% heifer blood, and the hypo male, like I said, he's double het for albino and blood. So hopefully, and I think I have a pretty good chance if they do produce babies, because boas produce a lot more babies than ball pythons produce eggs. So I should have a pretty good chance of producing dragons, which are the double visual albino bloods. And then I think if you add hypo on top of that, it's called the sun dragon. So hypo albino bloods, at least that's how I figure it so far. The name thing is a little bit confusing, as it is in ball pythons. That about wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel and you want to be informed of future uploads, make sure you're subscribed and ring that notification bell. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, constrictors for life. Peace out.